Devin O'Brien here with Sports and Spokes. We are here today at Scottsdale Ranch Park for the Run and Roll Tennis Social. Okay, hey Seth, how's the day going today?
Pretty good so far, Devin. Thank you.
So how long have you been coaching wheelchair tennis?
I've been involved in wheelchair tennis since 2000, was when I first got certified by the PTR.
Okay, and how did you get involved with wheelchair tennis? What inspired you to do that?
Well, it helped that my dad was on crutches my whole life, and so when I was a junior tennis player, I always wanted to go out and practice, and he could stand there and feed balls to me, but he couldn't really play with me. He wanted to, but he couldn't. So when I got certified as a pro, they were offering the wheelchair tennis as an option at the same time. And I was like, oh, I'll take that too. And I went home and I said, Dad, you got to get a chair. And so now he plays on the tour as well.
Oh, that's so cool. That's great. And so you are coaching here in the area, and you put on this event. Is this an annual event then that you do?
We're planning on doing something for the Run Roll annually. This is kind of a kickoff for our activities here in Scottsdale at Scottsdale Ranch Park. Starting in November, we'll have a weekly clinic for both runners and rollers to play together and work together, and also hang out and play and have fun. And then we'll be starting a Run and Roll league in January, and that's going to be a flex league here in the Valley, so we can form teams of 4 players and they can play against each other, and we'll see at the end of it if we have a tournament, something like that.
Very cool. That's awesome. So what does the event today entail?
Today it's Run and Roll doubles, which is an able-bodied with a wheelchair doubles partner, and it's just a social format. We really just want to get everybody to play with everybody else, have some fun, get exposed to it. This is the first Run and Roll program here in Phoenix, and so a lot of our able-bodied participants didn't know that this even existed or was possible. And most of our wheelchair players have never played with able bodies at the same time. So it was really exciting for me to get that social aspect and that inclusive aspect as well.
Very cool. So can you just to touch on wheelchair tennis a little bit more, what are some of the major differences between wheelchair tennis and standing tennis?
The biggest difference is that wheelchair players have the option to play the ball on 2 bounces. Doesn't necessarily mean that they always do. At the higher levels, the second bounce is in the wall or in the fence or in the stands, so 1 bounce is pretty much the way they'll always play. Another big difference between able-bodied and wheelchair tennis is that in wheelchair tennis we try to minimize grip changes, and so typically players will find one grip that works best for all their shots. So they wind up hitting what's called an inverted backhand, where most people that hit a backhand, they know they're hitting forward with the back of their dominant hand. On an inverted backhand, they flip and come up with the palm of their hand facing out. So they're able to generate a great deal of topspin with that and still keep the ball under control.
Very cool. And how was the turnout today?
It's great. It's never exactly what I expect, but I invited probably about 20 wheelchair players, and we've got 10 out, so I'm very happy with that. And it's always harder to get an even match of players, and I'm happy that we do have that today.
Great. Well, thank you so much. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
So congratulations. You just won the 1-point tournament. How does it feel?
Great, yeah. So, yeah, it feels great.
Awesome. And how long have you been playing wheelchair tennis?
Like 2.5 years.
Very cool. How'd you find out about it?
Well, actually, I played able-bodied tennis, and I still wanted to keep playing after I got injured. So I was in the hospital, and they said, yeah, there's wheelchair tennis. So that's how.
Wow, that's awesome. Great. And what's your favorite thing about it? Why do you play?
To stay active, yep. And it's also a great sport because you can play with able-bodied, so.
Very cool. Lots of opportunities. So have you been doing a lot of tournaments, and are you on a league or anything like that?
Yeah, so I go to the University of Arizona right now, and I'm on the team there for wheelchair tennis. And, yep.
That's great.
Yep.
What's the hardest thing about wheelchair tennis?
Movement, mobility, yeah, getting around the court. That's the toughest thing for me.
So how have you adjusted to that, or learned how you practice that, I guess?
So it really helps to go into the gym and get stronger to, be able to push the chair around. I need to do that more, but yeah.
Awesome. Well, great. Thank you so much for talking to us today.
Sure.
And enjoy your day.